Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Report for Wednesday, the 21st of June, 2023. I'm Sean Aylmer. Now, every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 closed down 0.6% today to 7,315 points, following a pretty weak lead-in from Wall Street overnight. Among the large caps, Macquarie Group was off 2.6%, while Woodside Energy and Fortescue Metals Group were both off close to 2%. BHP, Westpac, Wesfarmers, Transurban, Rio Tinto and Goodman Group all dropped around 1%. The consumer stocks fell on the back of fears about the decline in consumer spending. Premier Investments, think Smiggles and Peter Alexander, it fell 4.6%. JB Hi-Fi fell 2.3%, while Super Retail was off 2.6%. Worst on the day, though, was Flight Centre, which dropped nearly 7%. There was some good news. A bunch of stocks hit new highs or multi-year highs. The insurers, QBE, IAG and Suncorp, all fit into that category. Woolworths was another, with its share price reaching $40.42 today, its highest in nearly 2 years. Woolies share price is up more than 20% this year. Telstra hit a multi-year high of $4.46 a share, and cloud accounting software group Xero hit a 52-week high. Story number 2, Telstra and TPG Telecom will not be able to share infrastructure in regional Australia after the Competition Tribunal upheld a decision to block an agreement between the two companies. It's a victory for the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission that had argued the $1.8 billion agreement would entrench Telstra's dominance and hurt mobile services. Today, the Australian Competition Tribunal concluded that the deal would increase Telstra's strength relative to Optus. The agreement would have allowed TPG to use Telstra's mobile towers in regional areas, while Telstra would get access to TPG spectrum, which is used to transmit call and internet signals. Michael O'Brien, the chairman of the tribunal, said the market was already highly concentrated and the partnership would likely increase Telstra's strength in regional areas. But Telstra CEO Vicky Brady said it was uneconomic to build transmission lines in some areas of the nation, which will impede the rollout of 5G and upcoming 6G spectrum. Potentially, the biggest loser is TPG. Its share price fell 6% today. Story number 3, there was plenty of other corporate news around today. Office and industrial property group Dexus had to reduce the book value of 32 office properties and 143 industrial properties by around $1 billion or 6%. Rex Airlines' share price tumbled 12% after it said it no longer expects to make a profit this financial year. New Zealand-based building products business Fletcher Group downgraded its earnings guidance for this financial year, blaming input cost inflation. And stem cell biotech group Mesoblast, its share price jumped 6%. It's waiting approvals from the US Food and Drug Administration on one of its flagship products. Maybe that had something to do with it. Story number 4, Rio Tinto will invest more than $900 million to increase copper production and processing at its operations in Utah in an effort to take advantage of the expected jump in prices of the metal. Rio has set aside around $730 million to expand the Kennecott underground mine and will spend another $175 million to upgrade processing. Kennecott is the second largest copper producer in the US. In May, Rio approved a $300 million rebuild on a smelter at the site near Salt Lake City. Copper is a key commodity for the transition away from fossil fuels towards renewable energy, and some market analysts expect demand to soar without a matching increase in supply, at least in the short term. Rio says the increased investment will lead to an expected 250,000 tonnes of additional mined copper over the next 10 years. And finally, story number 5, a Canadian aircraft has detected underwater noises during its search for a submersible with 5 people aboard that vanished while making a near 4,000-metre descent to the Titanic wreck off the coast of Newfoundland. With an estimated 30 hours of oxygen supply left inside the vessel, an international team of rescuers is racing against the clock to find the submersible and its passengers. The vessel, called Titan, went missing on Sunday morning during a dive to view the wreckage of the Titanic. According to the Financial Times, it lost contact with the Polar Prince, a ship that had carried it out to the dive site off Cape Cod on the US coast. US and Canadian aircraft and vessels are currently scouring an area of roughly 7,600 square miles. That's it for the afternoon report for Wednesday, the 21st of June, 2023. Michael Thompson and I will be back tomorrow morning with the Thursday edition of Fear and Greed. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.